Hello and good morning. So today we're going to take a look at Retrobat and what consoles are on there. Good morning, Red Dead Gamer. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for the likes. So let's go to the top. All the way from Nintendo. So in total there is 31,803 games in here, or is that 6? I keep glasses clean, I think. Yeah, it's 31,803 games in the Retrobat system. So let's have a look. So there's 5 games in arcade, games played, 4 apparently. Star Wars Pod Racer, that was always a good game when it came out. Yeah, I was in your stream 2 days ago. Yes, I enjoyed that. So, light gun games, we've got 157. Some really old ones from Atari. Has everybody had an Atari before or anything? Obviously it's just a mixed match of everything that's on the system. On the Retrobat system, that is.
Nailed it! That's 2.
Shooting animals is not my thing.
That's all 3.
I still got a Nintendo Wii. I think I've got 3 of them actually. This is from the Amstrad. Amstrad is the first computer I ever had when I was a kid, a long time ago. So yes, we've got 157 from everything in here. 3D, Sega CD, Commodore 64. So basically everything that's on the Retrobat, all the light gun games off of all the systems. So Panasonic 3DO, 218 games. Now there are some really dodgy games in here. I can't put them up, otherwise I will get a warning. But we'll take a look in there anyway, but skip past those ones. Did anybody ever have a 3DO? I never did. They was far too expensive when they came out. And it must have been a nightmare playing some of these games with that control pad. Blonde Justice, yeah, that's one of the strange ones. If you're into that sort of thing. I mean, a lot of these I've never played, but I will get around to it eventually. Fatty Bear's birthday surprise.
Maybe for the cake?
Strange names for some games.
This will help me mix the batter.
FIFA International Soccer. I remember when it came out, quite hard on the Mega Drive. Jurassic Park Interactive. Mad Dog McCree, excellent game in the arcade.
One more important thing.
If you haven't played it in the arcade, it was available on the Nintendo Wii eventually. I do have it for the Nintendo Wii. I have all three actually, because there was three of them. Mad Dog 2's there. Knob, Neo-Organic Bioform. What a name. Okay. Nice, right, okay. Night Trap. Does anyone remember Night Trap? Quite a difficult game to play at the time. Probably still is. Primal Rage. That was a pretty good game in the arcade. Road Rash. I had that. That was a good game. Enjoyed it. Samurai Showdown. Obviously, yeah, another strange, weird thing. So we'll get out of here. The Amstrad CPC 464, 1,165 games. Who else had one of these when they were children? It used to take ages for the tape deck to load. Thankfully, you can emulate it nowadays and it's a lot quicker. I had the green screen as well. Came with a green screen. You could get the colour one, but the one I had a green screen. But yeah, there's some nostalgic games on here, some really retro ones from the 1980s. So there's 1,165 on there. Then there's this Amstrad GX 4000, which I never had. Did anybody ever have one of these? 25 games. Batman, okay. That's the gear change, right? But these games were meant to be fun. Back then they were. And they still are now, if you play them. I mean, we all love the internet games, obviously games on the internet on PlayStations and Xbox, but sometimes this is better and they are harder. The games on here are harder than nowadays games. So then we've got the Atari 2600, I had one of those as well. 664 games, 664. 1977. With your little joystick and your one button. It's quite interesting at the time. So the 664 Atari 2600, Atari 800. Never had one of these. Darts. So if you're old like me, then you should remember these. Bruce Lee. Okay. Atari 5200, 71 games. Did anybody ever have one of these? I didn't, and that was like a little mobile phone connected to it. To be interested to try and find one now. I'd like to try and find one now. Just for the little phone. 71 games on the Atari 5200. Atari ST. 1,145 games. No, this was a good unit. It was a good, fun unit. Did anybody ever have one of these? Yeah, there were some good games on there. Atari 7800. 60 games. Apparently I've played 8 games. Don't remember, but then again, play that many. Dig Dug, dear me. That brings back some memories. Donkey Kong, Double Dragon. Five Nine. Okay. So there's 60 games in there. Atari Lynx. Never really been into handheld, so I never had one of these. I had a PSP, but I've never had an Atari Lynx. So there's 75 games in there.
Thanks for the ride.
California Games. I have that on the Mega Drive. Desert Strike on the Mega Drive. Always enjoyed Desert Strike. Pretty good game. Quite fun. Never finished it. Atari Jaguar. Now, this was a big thing in its day. I don't know many people that actually had one, but it had issues allegedly. Double Dragon, okay. Dragon, Bruce Lee sword. That's pretty good. So there is some good games in there. Wonder Swan Colour. Now, never even heard of this, even though it's only 25 years old. Never heard of it. It must be a Japanese thing with the games available. The cover art, it looks very Japanesey. Very anime. Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 4. Why did Kinhank not put 3 on there? That makes no sense. But never mind, you can download it and add it yourself if you can find it. So obviously 94 games of Wonder Swan Colour. ColecoVision. 166 games. So if you ever had any of these consoles and you want to relive days gone by, then yes, I definitely tell you to get one. I advise you to get one if you're looking for something with lots and lots of games on from the older times. Commodore 64, 2,616 games. I had one of these as well, with a joystick. I mean, back then there were lots of James Bond games. I think they should make another one, really, to follow on from Bloodstone. Question of sport, come on, fast. Oh, what was that? Airwolf 2. Airwolf 1. Love the TV program. It had an iconic soundtrack, very good. Amiga, 1,798 games. I had an Amiga, I had a 500. And there's James Bond again. I had a 500. Never got around to buying a 600 or 1200. So if you ever had a 600 or 1200, let me know what it was like. Let me know if you still got it. Yeah, so there's quite a few games in there. Amiga CD32, 164 games. Akira, oh well, it's off the film. Battletoads, let's have a look. Okay. Brian the Lion. What a name for a game. Oh, Brutal Football missing its thing. Chuck Rock 2. So we've got Commodore CD-TV, 30 games. I never even heard of this system either.
It is Red's move.
It is Red's move, okay. Indiana Jones. Snoopy. Here's the missing blanket. Snoopy was quite a funny program back in the day. Megaduck. Okay. Second space. You know, this is a very green screen, so this is basically a mini Amstrad to me. What it reminds me of. Did anybody ever have one of these? A Megaduck? Or do you know somebody that has got a Megaduck? So it's 24 games on there. And television. From Mattel. Mattel Electronics, 140 games. Vectrex, anybody have one of these? 41 games.
This is now some footage from the game Crazy Coaster. This is the right name because it's really a crazy game. You are sitting in a roller coaster and trying to survive the trip.
Okay. Trying to survive the trip. I wonder how much these are I have to buy. So it's quite basic but interesting. So 41 games in there. MSX 459. So 459 games for the MSX on here. Oh my word. The ball's massive compared to the people. Oh dear. Oh, Lord. Beachhead. Oh, okay. Japanese then, I'm guessing. Champion Pro Wrestling. Interesting. Just from 1983. Microsoft Xbox, so now we're getting a bit more up to date. 62 games for the Xbox. $100 bullet. FIFA World Cup. But to run the Xbox and the PS3, you will need at least an i5 processor if your PC or a Ryzen. Otherwise it'll be laggy as hell. So yeah, there's some good games in here.
This game has not yet been...
I never had an Xbox. I had an Xbox 360. I just didn't like the pad. I preferred the PlayStation pad to the Xbox pad. But each to their own. So yeah, there's some decent games in there. So 62 games in the Xbox. Xbox 360, 115 games.
Hello to all American Air Force pilots worldwide. I don't know a whole lot about war, but there's something I need to tell you.
An emergency wire just came in from Mission Command. We're dead from nothing. Wait, ghost side, there's some interference. Ceasefire immediately.
These combat horizons.
Roger that, Wing. Let's finish
For the
this.
PS3.
Magic to Werewolf 1. 4 bandits coming north at very low altitude. Heading at 025.
Vanishing citizens.
A bunch of people have disappeared, including Peppermint Butler.
Air conflict, Vietnam.
Enemy fire!
Secret Wars. Has anybody still got their Xbox? Or Xbox 360? Let me know.
Right, these 5th graders are going to be taking the same quiz that
Azura's Wrath. That was a good game. What else we got on here? Bayonetta. Arctic Commando. Scholarship edition.
Must be Hopkins. You seem to be making yourself quite comfortable.
Burnout Revenge. Just living the dream. Conan. Condemned. Conflict Denied Ops. Crash Time. That's a game quite expensive to buy too, isn't it? Dante's Inferno, another good game. Dead to Rights Retribution. I've actually got a copy of that on the Xbox 360 in my duplicate drawer. I've got no Xbox though. A Def Jam icon. FIFA Street 3. Forza 2. Gears of War 2. Halo, so yeah, lots of decent games for the Xbox 360. Lego Star Wars, you got that? Solid. Mortal Kombat vs DC, I've got that for the PS3. Project Gotham Racing 3. 4. Red Dead Redemption Disc 1, Disc 2. Red Dead Undead Nightmare. So yes, this has got some really good games on this. So I said, you will need a decent processor in your PC. PC Engine, 300 games. Fire Pro Wrestling. Turbo Graphics, 108 games. Did anybody ever have one of these Turbo Graphics system things? Obviously, not me. Nothing about it. PC, that was good in the arcade. PC Engine CD-ROM, 124 games.
What?
Dracula. Bomberman. Bonanza Brothers. Chicky Chicky Boys. Okay. Double Dragon 2. Turbo Graphics CD, 47 games. Let me know if you ever had one of these consoles or any of the consoles on there, and what your favourite games were to play. And if you've still got it. Super Graphics, 5 games. PCFX, 70 games. I guess this was for Japanese too, as well. Very anime looking covers. Nintendo Family Computer, 415. Kira, Airwolf. Japanese, yeah, that's probably why I never saw them in this country. I guess they were quite rare to get. NES, Nintendo Entertainment System, 888 games. So if you remember playing the old Nintendo and you'd One of them ago, we're actually buying the Nintendo and all the games. Then yeah, get yourself one of these. I mean, it does have its issues. Only usually on the MAME, on the Hyperspin. These games tend to work all the time, but in the Hyperspin you will get errors sometimes, but not enough to put you off. I've only experienced a few games, 100, 200 maybe, they don't work, but at rate 6,000 you can't really moan. And you can download them yourself and put them on, delete off what you don't want, put on what you do. This is a hack, so there's 91 games in the hack. Somebody's obviously fiddled around with. Castlevania. I like Castlevania, I got them for PS3. So there's 91 in the hacks. Family Computer Disk System. Anybody ever had one of these? So there's 214 games on the disk system. Japanese again. So if there was any games back in the day that you couldn't get hold of that was only available in Japan, then maybe it's got it on here. I mean, there is some. I mean, Japanese are weird, especially the games. So 214 on the disk system. Game Boy, 863 games. Who had a Game Boy? I didn't. I like handheld. Even though I had a PSP. I just didn't like the little grey screeny my thing. I mean, the box art were all colourful, and they put the game in and it looked like that. It's not really great, is it? To me anyway. But I know Game Boy was a big thing it was back in the day. Super Famicom, 525 games. Not too more know, Super Famicom is Japanese for Super Nintendo. And there's 525 games on there. And there's the Super Nintendo Entertainment System with 2,172 games. And this lot of Japan games on USA, Europe, it's all there. I mean, the Super Nintendo was a damn good system. I never had one, but my best mate had one. I mean, I always had the Mega Drive, he had the Super Nintendo. You used to buy games from America getting imported in. So then he needed the converter, so he bought that as well. I spent a fortune over the years. Don't blame him. Some damn good games on Nintendo. So 2,172 on there. A Super Game Boy. 239 games. Never heard of a Super Game Boy, but well, oh, it's just like a converter you're stuck in your Super Nintendo then. Okay, fair enough. But at least there was some colour on the screen. QC, what the hell? Different. So it's 239 on the Super Game Boy. Nintendo Satellaview. I might get the words out in a minute. 85 games. So that was another thing you stuck on your Super Nintendo. Okay. In Japan. Virtual Boy, 25 games. Did anybody ever have one of these? But I guess back in the day, it is what it is. Nintendo 64. Now I know people bought these, they raged about them. I never liked the joypad, so I never had one. But it did have some good games on, from what I see. I just didn't like the joypad. So things like that put me off. So there is 553 Nintendo 64 games. Game Boy Color, 596 games. I mean, they're good if you want to keep your little kids entertained, but as an adult, it's not exactly great. But on this, obviously on the projector screen, the phone's not too bad. Let me know if you ever have the Game Boy Color. Nintendo 64 Double D. Okay, 10 games. Japanese, Mario Artist. Mario Artist, lots of Mario Artists, different colours. Okay. Nintendo GameCube. 638 games. Who had a GameCube? GameCube was a good system. And you can play obviously the GameCube games in your Nintendo Wii, so that's even better. Avatar. Good animated series that was. And the graphics are pretty good on the GameCube as well. Batman.
Nice move.
I'll keep a look out for those. I'll get them from our Nintendo Wii. They're a pretty good game, to be fair. What we got? BMX. Sure to be an interesting game.
Totally psyched with this.
Game Boy Advance. 1,132 games. That's a lot of games for a Game Boy. 2 game packs, okay. Who liked handheld consoles? Anybody? Let me know. Leave me a comment. Oh dear, I've got plenty of 2 games in one. Jesus. I've got a 3-in-1 sports pack. Paintball, splat, dodgeball, bowling. 4 games in one. Action Man Robot Attack. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on the Game Boy Advance. 1,132 games. Game Boy Advance hacks. Castlevania. Fire. Fire Emblem. What the heck? What the song? Strange. Pokemon Mini. 30 games. What a bizarre looking world unit. Nintendo DS, 2,098 games. Who had a DS? I had a DS. Come with a bundle I bought. So I gave that away. It's not my cup of tea. But there's Animal Crossing. I know that's got quite a good following. So 2098 games, Nintendo DS. Nintendo Wii, 887 games. Now, unless you can find a way to plug your Nintendo Wii sensor bar into your PC, you would need a Sinden light gun to play any of these if you want to use a shooting game. Which are about £120 off eBay. Or you can buy them straight from Sinden. Because Sinden light guns are the only ones allegedly that work on projection screens and up-to-date tellies. So HD TVs. I mean, I've got Time Crisis 3 with the guns, and obviously I can't play them on a normal telly, it doesn't work for the PS2. So yes, there's lots of games in here. Obviously I've got a Wii anyway, so I don't really need to use that. WiiWare, 403 games. What is WiiWare? And 10. Fishing. What's fishing? So 403 in WiiWare. Wii U, 110 games. Who had a Wii U? I never bothered with Wii U. What were the point? Just an handheld screen, you can plug it to your TV and play the game anyway. So yes, there's some games in here, some good games. Nintendo 3DS, 493 games. So much better now you can play these games on a bigger screen. Prefer a bigger screen. I'll have to have a look at that at some point. Captain America Super Soldier. Very expensive to buy on the PS3 nowadays. Captain 2. Carnival games. So 493 on Nintendo 3DS. A Super Nintendo MSU1 Media Enhancement. Did anybody ever buy one of these? The MSU1 chip does not exist in physical form on the console. This is a virtual chip created by Genius, reminiscent of Nintendo and Sony coming together to release the Super Nintendo PlayStation Super CD. This chip allows, among other things, to have new sound features with the addition of audio tracks. Alright, okay. I'd like to get one of these. Just for what I've read. Oh, interesting. So 156 games on there. Now, the most controversial console on this system is that Nintendo Switch. 203 games. How Kinhank have got away with that, I do not know.
Occupational skills and
Not then. Atari Flashback Classic. Okay. Bayonetta 1. Bayonetta 2. Bayonetta 3, 1.10. Blade 2. Don't look like Blade to me. Okay, so yes, there's 203 games for the Nintendo Switch. Philips CDI, 55 games. This is another system that had some strange games on. So if you're into strangeness in a game, well, it's more like a soft porn thing. This had some rather strange stuff on. Strip Poker, I mean, come on. Strip Poker Pro, really? There's Hulk Hogan, Thunder in Paradise. Must have been hard to play with that joypad. I'm going to shoot. Uncover. Oh dear, another strange one. And another strange one. There's the 18 certificate. And another strange one. Voyeur. So yeah, this has got some strange ones on there. So if you're into strangeness, get some. So 55 games on the CDI. Beats of Rage Open. 126 games. Obviously, Streets of Rage all fighting stuff. Beats of Rage Original. Double Dragon 3, the Rosetta Stone remake. Double Dragon Gaiden. So if you like your fighting games, then this is definitely for you. There's He-Man. Masters of the Universe. I've already played that. It's different. Justice League United. Marvel vs. DC Comics and Chapter 1 Origin. Metal Gear Origin. Night Stalkers, Xbox and PC. Rage of the Streets. So yeah, there's some pretty good games in this one, what people have made. But I like it. Homebrew and Ports, 5 games. No idea what the hell that's meant to be. Craft. I guess that's like Roblox or something. Gone. Mr. Boom. And X-Rick. Rick Dangerous done. Okay, clone. Scum VM. 62 games.
Into the windup and the offering a thing.
Dracula. The Vampire Strikes Back. Rather strange. Freddy Fish.
The Coral Cove Park to look for clues.
So 62 games will come here. Sega SG-1000. Did anybody ever have one of these? Wilson, Sean Connery on the cover. Okay. Japanese then. Sega Master System, 435 games. Remember the Master System, Alex Kidd? Yeah, Afterburner. Quite good. Still quite good now, actually, to be fair. Alex Kidd in Miracle World. Played this the other week. Still a laugh. Alf the Alien. So there's 335 in the Master System. Sega Genesis, 946. Mega Drive, what was your favourite game on the Mega Drive? Please let me know. American Gladiators. So 946 on the Genesis. 916 on the Mega Drive, even though it probably would be similar games. One. 16T. Afterburner 2, so Afterburner 1's on the other one. There's 2 Afterburner 2s, 1 Japanese, 1 European. Oh, here we go again. Air management. So yes, 916 in the Mega Drive. Okay. 29 games in here. Mega Drive again. It's a hack. Mortal Kombat, Blood and Translation Fix. Run on the Hunt Scores. Someone show now. So yeah, in the hacks, there's 29 games. Another hack for Genesis this time. 159 games. Amy Rose and Sonic. Okay. That's different. Players Dr. Robotnik. Gotcha. Kirby and Sonic Hedgehog 2. Oh dear me. Metal Sonic Hyperdrive. Mortal Kombat Dual Cheat menu announced. Okay. Mortal Kombat 2. Unlimited. Let's have a look at some of these extras at some point. Sonic 1 Bouncy Edition. Okay. So it's 159 in the Genesis hack. Sega Game Gear, 335 games. Did you have a Game Gear, anybody? Let me know. Ayrton Senna, God rest his soul. So 335 in the Game Gear Sega CD. I had one of these. I had the Mega CD. 163 games. Head up the game. Shoot rock. Cliffhanger. What was your favourite game on this console if you had one? Yeah, I'll have to finish the live later. My wife is here. So till later, be safe and thanks for watching.